Please support us to check out pentheblogofficial. Like, share, follow, and subscribe. A man refuses an offer from his wife to divorce her so that she can be with another man. What happens next is genius. A poor man who lived in a village with his wife heard one day that a king was looking for a man who could go without water for a whole week. Anyone who succeeded in doing so would get a chance to marry the king's daughter and receive a noble title. The man thought about this and said to himself, "Who can go a whole week without water? I could do it. It's easy." So he went to the king and told him, "I can go a whole week without water." "No problem." The king was very happy to hear this and said, "Very well. You start right now and we'll see each other again in a week." The man accepted the terms and left the palace. He went home and told his wife what he had done. His wife was very upset and said, "You idiot, do you know what you're getting into? You will die of thirst. Are you crazy?" The man just smiled and said, "Don't worry, I have a plan." The next day, the man went to a nearby farm and asked the farmer for some large jars. He took these jars to his house and put them in his bedroom. Then, he went out into the village and collected some dirt from a place where a lot of people walked by. He brought the dirt home and started filling the jars with it. Every time someone asked him why he was doing this, he just smiled and kept filling up the jars. At the end of the week, the man returned to the palace. He was dirty and looked like a madman. The king asked him, "So you think you can go a whole week without water? You look like you haven't bathed in years. How is that going without water?" The man replied, "I went without water, didn't I? I just took a bath at the end of the week and used all the water I collected during the week to take that bath. I even used some to water the plants in my garden." The king was stunned. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. He thought for a moment and then said, "You may have gone without water, but you didn't go a whole week without water. You took a bath on the last day." The man shook his head and said, "No, you are wrong. I did not take a bath on the last day, too. I just poured some water over my head to make myself look dirty, so that you would think I had gone a whole week without water." The king was shocked. He didn't know what to say. He had never seen a man who could be so resourceful. He gave the man the title of Earl and married his daughter to him. Not only that, but he also gave him half of his kingdom to rule over. The man became very rich and powerful, all because he was resourceful. The same goes for women. There was a beautiful woman who was getting married. Her mother told her, "You know, you are the most beautiful woman in the world. I am sure many men would like to marry you." The girl replied, "I don't care about being beautiful. I want a husband who is worthy of me. I want a man who is strong, brave, and intelligent." Her mother said, "Well, there is a man who fits your description perfectly. He is strong, brave, and intelligent. But, unfortunately, he is not rich or handsome." The girl said, "I don't care about his looks or his money. I want to marry a man who I love and who loves me back." On the wedding day, the girl was talking to her girlfriends. She said, "I am so lucky to have found a man like him. He may not be rich or handsome, but he is the most intelligent man I know." One of her friends asked, "How do you know he's intelligent?" The girl replied, "He solved a difficult math problem that I couldn't solve. He also knows how to fix a broken vase and he can cook delicious food." Her friend smiled and said, "Those are not exactly signs of intelligence." The girl said, "Oh, you are wrong. A truly intelligent man can do many things, and he is one of them." A few months later, the girl was talking to her girlfriends again. This time she was complaining about her husband. She said, "I don't know what to do. My husband is not romantic at all. Sue. He never takes me out to dinner or buys me flowers." Her friend said, "Well, that's because you married him for his brains, not his looks or his money." The girl replied, "I know that. But I wish he would be more romantic. I wish he would surprise me with a bouquet of roses or take me dancing." Her friend smiled and said, "You are the one who is not romantic. Chu married a man who doesn't know how to be romantic and you expect him to change. You should have married a man who is romantic by nature." The girl shook her head and said, "No, I made the right choice. I married a man who I love and who loves me back."